Yo, 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 yo. Yo, what's happening, people? Yes, we're live. There we go. Just put a yes in the chat if you can hear me all good. Motherfucker. 2 seconds. Shit. Can everyone hear me? Yes, in the chat if you can hear me all good. Yeah. You can all hear me. Cool. Calm, 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 calm. Let's go, let's go. Lock-in time again. Yeah, this one. I'm seeing some things set up right now. Seeing some things set up. How is everyone today? Gonna have less people in here. See, look, there's already a massive drop off. This is why people can't lock in. Yesterday we had over 100 people on the stream, but this one already 35. I'm all good, thanks. So everyone can see the screen, all good. There we go. We've got Bitcoin here. Then you can see that. Yeah, they will always come back late to the party. There are no active positions yet. No, it's very, very clear. But yeah, like, as you can see, still at 1,000. Okay, still at 1,000. Very, very clear. Okay. I mean, you can see it on the live, about on the right hand side below me. You can see them. But yeah, we're on the exchanges there. Another thing we can look at, there's a few more there's actually another chart that I added on my my watch list today. There's a brand new chart that I'm looking at, but first, before we go, I've seen one trade I'm liking. So yeah, now we're in here, guys. Don't forget to like this video, smash the like. Thanks, Nitin. Yeah, smash the like button, and then obviously check and trade on the same exchange as me, so you don't get any discrepancies. So yeah, we've got Bitcoin here, Bitcoin. Everything's all good, just double checking. No trades taken. But there are a few things that I was correct about last stream, right? I was very correct on a few things last stream. You know, that was the breakout of this. Let me go here. I have added one more token onto this list. Lit as well. I wanted one more little poke down. We got that, moved up. Pretty much what I wanted, but no execution on these. I wasn't seeing exactly this. This is obviously the same drawing as yesterday on the challenge live stream. You know, still watching ETH here. Still watching Bitcoin here. Like, I'm watching all of them. I'm watching all of the positions here, right? I am watching all of them. So for me, I'm going to cover Bitcoin first. What does this look like? BTC USD, right? Bitcoin first. If we're going to cover Bitcoin first, because there's a lot to go through today, right? So for me, I want to catch clean moves, right? Clean moves like this, these are super easy to catch. Right, I can trade lower volatility all of the time, right? This is going to be no problem. This is just a range here, right? No problem. But if I trade like this, a lot of you are going to miss it. I know that. Then you'll all complain. But if I trade and I wait, more of you will catch it. But the ones that are not patient will miss it. So it's a double-edged sword. If I trade a lot, people who cannot trade a lot will miss it. If I stay patient, those who are impatient will just leave. That's fine. This is why very few are going to make it. That's why those of you turning up to this stream, of course, you have higher probabilities of making it. Right, so that said, what am I looking for on Bitcoin right now? Well, we are really dropping off in volatility here. Volatility is dying off. There's not a lot of big moves. Here we've like moved 4% in the last 30 days. I do have long-term Bitcoin bags. Yes, that's basically my main. That's basically what I mainly hold. But it may do. But then really, a lot of passwords would be compromised. BIP. I actually have no idea what about BIP 110. Maybe I should Google it quickly. BIP. Just I'll know. Is that to do with the recent storage of the what's it called? The wallets, the cold wallets. Oh, it's about data. Reduced data is a kind of strictly being money. What if it? Let me check. I'm just checking now. It's about storage, right? Okay. Nah, I think storage will be okay. If it's storage, should be okay. No. I think it would be okay with this BIP 110. And that's very smart, Dennis. Yeah, I think Bitcoin would be okay for the yeah, with that. I think that's a minor one, you know, because there's been through quite a bit anyway. Bitcoin has, so I think it will stay. But it's still a new asset, really. So yeah, really on this, let's say, right, really the largest moves here, right, as soon as this moves, a lot of people are going to be flooding straight back in. Okay, like one little movement, people are going to come straight flooding, like they will rush back. Seen it happen so many times. The same happened down here. Everyone said crypto is dead, moved to other stuff. All the way back down here as well. They said crypto was dead, moved on to other stuff. And then I swear, all it takes is a move like this, and everyone comes flooding back. Hello, hello, hello. So everyone comes flooding back. And there's something to note here, guys, right? Like, when Bitcoin moves, it moves. I can't remember if I said this yesterday, but let me check US oil here, right? You've got traditional stocks like US oil here doing 70% moves, okay? So US oil is doing 70% moves, whereas Bitcoin and crypto as a whole is known for being a volatile asset, and it is being extremely non-volatile at the moment. 4% move in the last 30 days is very, very small. So even if Bitcoin, right, Bitcoin is very, very small in comparison to something like oil, right, and extremely less volatile, right? So something like oil is designed to be less volatile. So with something like Bitcoin here, for it to copy oil, that brings us back to 110k with that same volatility. So once this period is over, it's going to become extremely volatile again, and that means it's going to give us some great opportunities to compound this account. But first, what we're looking for is this. So for crypto right now, this is what I'm looking for. I am looking for a push down in this area here, just under 61k. If we get this, right, we're still trading within a channel here. So we go down on the 4-hour time frame. This may change if we break out, but we're trading within this channel here. Obviously, if we break out of this channel, it changes. For me, the best long would be down here into this area, because if we chop around here, maybe have one spike above this, gets below, and then comes down, I'm long in here. I'll be longing here up into this area, maybe into this area. We'll see. And then if this breaks, then we aim for 74k, like this, up into here. There. Very, very simple. Now, if this doesn't hold and we just blast straight through, then I'm going to be looking for a longer term, higher time frame bottom, which I do think we're coming into this area here, but it will be here. 50 to 55k, depending on how it bottoms. If we nuke through like this, then you just wait. Wait for it to do something like this, make a higher low here. This is where I was buying before a 30% rally. Wrong area. Here, sorry. Fucking hell, it looks identical. I've even broke it down all on my... I broke it down in another video on this channel anyway. But yeah, here. My bad. Here. This. A big fall like this. You don't have to catch that low. You don't have to. You always get another higher low here before then the real move. I even broke it down all on my channel. Here. It's on the buying the Bitcoin bottom. But yeah, so you know, there's going to be opportunity there, here, or down here. Either one that gives, will long. That's the risk you take, right? Do you wait till it hits that level and enter immediately, or what will you do? Basically, we then zoom in on the lower time frame and watch the price action, because right now what's happening? Look what's happening right now. This. All you have to do is this. Here, range. Range. Done. So now we've got a 15-minute range that you can trade within. You see? I still haven't gone over my trade yet. So, still watching for my trade that I'm looking for. Leverage doesn't matter. It'll be in the Telegram. And obviously on here. If I'm taking. Yeah, usually people worry a bit too much over these things, Owen. People worry a lot. You know, everyone's saying that Michael Saylor will blow up Bitcoin, but, you know, he's selling, right? Michael Saylor is selling, and he's not even affecting price. Like, it does move because of him, sure. Yeah, no, it does, because he's one of the largest players, so... but the point is that, like, assets move without these things anyway. So, like, Michael Saylor is a big thing, right? It will just do its thing and take out the people who don't deserve to be there. It's a mixture, right? Adela. It's a mixture. I kind of explained this, right? So for me, I'll go over Bitcoin first, carry on. And then I'll go over my next trade. Because it's going to be a mixture. I can sit here and trade this. All you have to do on this is wait. Looked along this low here. Back up to here. If this breaks, wait. If this comes up here, spikes above, gets back below, then you short. Boom. Bound to the other side. If that happens on stream, I'll take it. But price isn't here yet or down here, so I wait. Okay, then that brings us to my trade yesterday that I spoke about, and I've put this in the Telegram already. Right, so I spoke yesterday about hype forming a bottom in this range. Right, yesterday's stream I spoke about forming a bottom in this range. If we break out, we rally higher. Okay, it was in this area here. I remember this. It was literally here. I said wait for a breakout, retest here, then head higher. We front run the retest. This was early for me, so I didn't take this position. But that's the benefit, right? I'm on the lower time frame right now, trading a higher time frame level. So what does this mean? Listen to the stream, Alan. What's going on? Watch the stream. We're doing a what's going on what? Or are you meaning a what's going on, how are you? Or are you meaning what's going on as in what's going on the live stream? That's very ambiguous. But yeah, hype, right? A lot of people are now turning bearish. I sold, as I said yesterday, a lot of my hype position here. I also broke down a full video here where I was doing my buying on hype. We took out this low, got back above, and we went in a rally ever since. So, Adela, to answer your question, right? If I wait for higher time frame moves like this, we can make a lot of money. A lot. Then what happens is you catch a higher time frame move like this, and then you zoom in on the lower time frame like this. Obviously, I can't go that far back. I haven't got enough candles on the 5 minute. But the point is going here, right? You can then use the 15 minute, 5 minute to catch entries like here. You know price is going up. So when price pulls back, it's giving you long opportunities. So then, once price pulls back, you're buying low. Then, when you buy low, you can use the lower time frame to then sell high. That's exactly what we're doing. But first, we need to wait for a higher time frame move to play out. It doesn't have to be as big as this. That's a very big one, especially for hype right here. What I will be looking for on hype here is I'm going to be waiting for a higher low here. I'm going to be looking for longs like here, like this, to catch the move up into maybe 60s, 62s, into here. Then maybe we'll look to sell and short in this area here, 64s potentially. 64s it may even go up even higher. So we can sell. I don't know what price is going to look like when it's up here, so I make my decision then. Why would I make my choice down here on Tuesday, the 4th of August, when we may have another 20 days of price action to make a decision? So let's say all I need to do right here is I understand this is the area of value of hype right now. Okay? Now, if we break out of this area of value, I believe that we come into here. If we come into here, this is now an overextended move. Look how much of a percentage pullback this is. 40-50% into a previous all-time high here. Resistance, resistance, resistance. So therefore, I look to buy. Exactly the same as Bitcoin. Number 2, we have hype here. We have this level here. So but we haven't broken out of this area of value. We are still contained within this area of value. I could get a box and just box this all off. Grey. There we go. All we've done is come and take out the lows and had a small rally. So what I'm looking for now is I'm going to be looking for 2 moves on hype. One down here. This is going to be adjustable because I don't know what it's going to look like. Target 1 will be into these 50s up here. Then the next one will be there. That's from down here in the 46s. The next one I'm going to be looking for, potentially, obviously, it's going to change depending on how it sets up. But that's going to be here. If it sets up, right? So now I'm on the 5-minute time frame. We've just had a consolidation here. Done. Right? Exactly as I spoke about yesterday, we've now broken out of this area of value. We've now pushed away. I don't care what this does now. I'm not buying high. I don't buy high. Igna, that's your own fault. You lost $1,000 in one day. I'm sorry, but what does that even mean? Like, did you do that by yourself? Because you certainly didn't take my trades, because I've not posted any. So, yeah. Anyway. Anyway, we've broken out of an area of value. But I don't want to buy high. If I buy here, I'm buying high. What's my downside? All of this. So, what do I wait for? I wait for a pullback, no problem. I wait for a pullback. It could be into this. Or it could come out and take this low. I don't know how it's going to move at the time. I don't know. So, thanks, Nitin. Yeah, smash that like button. And everyone in here, check the description below. Go to the Telegram. And follow the instructions in the pinned message. In there. So you can get into the VIP trading channel. It's where I'm going to be posting all of my clean trades. So there's going to be no talking in between. It's just going to be pure charts. I won't even tell you that I'm on stream, because you should be already subscribed and notified. So yeah, follow those instructions. But yeah, on hype here, this is what we're looking for, okay? I'm waiting for a pullback into this area here. We're going to be looking for some lower time frame signals, just like this, right? Because if this is broken out, right, we should then form a trend. Like, I'm using the higher time frame. This gives us a lot of. I just said it is. Sunny. So yeah. Yeah. So that's basically what I'm looking for. If we get a nice pullback on hype here, we are coming into these highs. So if we get a pullback on hype, we can find a higher low. If we can find a higher low here, this is where I'll be looking to do some lower time frame buys here, up, then into these 60s up here, and then 62s into this support resistance. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. You know, what I'll be doing here is I'll be breaking this down on the lower time frame and catching multiple rotations of this this move here. So I don't really care what it does now. You know, if it just keeps going, then we look to the short it on the other side. I just don't want to get caught in the middle. I will be looking to take the extremes of this here, right, in this area. This is adjustable depending on how low we go. For example, if it does this for a few days, it might be next week, it might be tomorrow, comes down like this, then gets back above, there will be my entry like this. Stop loss there, maybe even tighter there. We can adjust based on the 5-minute time frame perfectly, then head higher. We'll have to wait and see. But a lot of people started to get bearish on hype now. You know, and that's what I'll be looking for on this. I spoke about this trade, right, a long time ago, all the way up here. So that's how long you can wait for trades, right? I spoke about this position here all the way up there 27 days ago. So you know, but you on a single move like this, you can go from 1k to 10k very quickly. This is how I've had students do this. They've gone from $200 to 9k in 90 days. And we've only started this 24 hours ago. Exactly the same time as yesterday. 24 hours ago we just started. So this is what I'll be looking for on hyper liquid. And this all depends on Bitcoin, doesn't it? If Bitcoin's gonna perform here, then, you know, then it does change things. So like this. If Bitcoin's going up, then the rest will. So Nitin, I choose Qcoin on the chart because it's the only one with the most amount of data. Look, so here, like on hype, right? So I've gone on hype. Look how far this goes back. This goes back all the way to 2025, 2024. Okay, 2024. So I go to OKX. Look, this goes back to just 2026. I go here, we only get 2025. So, here. So yeah, I get the most amount of data. That's all. And then I just choose different ones depending on the asset. So BTC, USDT, look, Binance. But I trade on Blowfin for this challenge. And obviously if you want to trade with me, check the link. Check the pinned message in this chat. So that's that. But yeah, like, it's still pretty much the same as yesterday. So ETH just still up into the resistance. right? So ETH here, right? So as I said, I would like a pullback into the 1700s. Because what's happening here on ETH, we're finding resistance, 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 and we can't break above. Maybe we do break above here and I have to chase it a little bit. That's fine. No problem. No problem. Right, so the reason why I'm waiting at the start of the challenge as well is I would much rather just get away as fast as possible away from my starting balance. Because I'm doing this publicly, that's why. As well, I'm waiting for the clearest of opportunities that I can take it because BIS doesn't miss. Okay? Do I trade purely based on technical analysis? Well, yes and no, but like look at what I'm doing. For my entries, sure, I will use technical analysis, but for my the assets that I pick, no, not entirely. Like it's based on like volume and liquidity and fundamentals. Because fundamentals will bring attention, but price is the attention anyway, you know? So if price starts pumping, then that's the attention. Then price is the narrative. So, yeah. I use many different things. On your Blowfin account. I don't understand what you're saying, pub gaming. Yeah, usually I just stick with the ones with the most data or the most amount of liquidity. Because purely this is just trading view, right? This is just trading view. I'm just looking at the asset here. I'm just looking at the asset. But I do my execution on Blowfin. So it doesn't really matter which chart I'm looking at. It doesn't matter. Like I could be doing this on Coinbase. But it's going to be exactly the same as the one on Binance. It's exactly the same. Like if I go here. Look, there's absolutely no difference. If I remove that, if I go here, and then I go back, look, there's absolutely no difference. You don't even realize. You know, this is like, there's a slight jitter here, and there's like one wick here. There, this one. That's it. So it doesn't really matter which one I choose. Like I just click on here and just click on the one that's closest to the top, like Binance. So yeah, if I go on Blowfin here, it makes no difference at all. So yeah. No difference. That's why. Blowfin is very easy to use for beginners. Just all you have to do is sign up, put $10 on, whatever, have a play around, just click buttons, open a position, close a position, get a feeling of trading on the platform, and then yeah, once you know how to use it, then you're good to go. Like literally here, look, you can see my account got $1,000 in for the trading challenge. I can go market here. I go switch to USDT, confirm, done. Nice one, John. And then just use the amount here. I got 150x leverage. I will just do isolated here. 3x. Slide it up. Hit 100x leverage. Doesn't mean I need to use it all. But yeah, then you just type in, like, look, then the minimum buy is like $6, $6.40. You just put 7 on, click buy long, and then close it at the bottom. It should come up here. then done. Close it. Very, very easy to use. Very easy. I don't know what cost is. I've just set it up like the thing there. Would I look at the blessed chart? Yeah, the volume is dried up on this. Nah, nothing here. Nothing now. Nah, nothing on this now. Might just be one of these. It's just one to look at. I've been looking at this chart, bless. But nah. Why would I pick by cost? I don't know. I wouldn't pick by book cost. Like, I want to do it by order amount. Like, I don't understand. Cost won't change. Cost of what? I don't know. Cost of what? I don't know. Never used it. I don't change what's working. If it works for me doing just by dollar amount, then no problem. I just stick to the dollar amount. There's no need to change that. But there's also this as well. We can trade stocks as well on Blowfin, right? So some of these are very volatile at the moment. If this is just a small blip, right? If this is just a small blip, can I move this? Yes. I'm moving this down here. Now my thing is fucked. There we go. Okay, now I want this bigger. There. Perfect. Boom. See, this is why Blowfin is good. You can just adjust it like this. There we go. Now you've got a bigger chart. Re-verify then. CK. Okay. CCOC. But yeah, like we can trade some of these stocks here as well. If this is a reclaim, right? If we're still in this downtrend here, so you know, this is not going to just break out here and go. What you'll probably find is maybe a pullback here. If it then reclaims back above that, then I might trade this higher, because this is more volatile at the moment. That 75% move, that's very, very large for a stock. So these stocks are trading like shit coins at the moment. Okay, so I am looking and keeping an eye out on SND, because SNDK, because obviously you can trade us on Blowfin as well. Oh, this is I am looking at this. But I would rather just catch a long move like this. We can also go to here. That's also what I wanted to speak about. Okay. So, another thing I wanted to speak about with you is this. Here, I'll go back to the chart. Another coin that I was looking at is Pump. So, I added this to the list. So, Hype is up 2%. Let me just go back to check Hype. There we go. It's pulling back. There we go. We might get an entry on this. We might get an entry. Let's wait and see. And then I spoke about Lit. Lit had a nice bounce. Don't really care. It's like 3% bounce, no problem. ZEC was volatile. Now it's not as much. So maybe if ZEC comes up to there or down here, we may get another opportunity. So ZEC, if ZEC comes down into here that gets back above, I might take the long. just up into there. But again, it's a very, very nice move. It's another 20-30% move. A 3 to 5x leverage on this, right, is, we've already flipped the account 2-3x. Boom, done, no problem. So yeah, nice one, JP Original. So yeah, guys, if you want to sign up, click the link in the description below to my free Telegram. Then what you need to do is follow the instructions in the pinned message. It's very, very simple to do. Then that also brings me to pump here. Am I also looking at volume increases? So volume increases, right? You can see the volume on the chart. So I don't need to like check. Like you can see I have no indicators here. So if I go here, volume, maybe I add volume. Doesn't really mean anything, but like I check the volume, not increasing volume. If there is volume there to trade with, I can always tell, you can always look at a chart and you can tell if volume is about to increase or decrease. So you can always, like, you can literally, I'm on pump here. I can already tell, even if I just turn this off. Right, I didn't even look. This here is going to be like the most, this would be the highest volume day of them all. So I turn this on, of them all. There, boom, look at that, the highest volume day. There. So I don't need to look at the volumes as such, like you can always tell on the chart. And you can tell it's about to happen by the way price is forming. So yeah, I was bullish pump down here, but again, I'm not buying up here. Maybe if we get a flush into there, gets above this low, then I may trade it back up. 30% move. Nice. So that's that on pump. Pump is another one that I've added to the list. Okay. But let's go back to Bitcoin on the 5-minute. Still in this here. There. Right, it's only the 4th of August, second trading day of the month. Where do I think Bitcoin? Yeah. Have I ever looked at Beat? I've missed that message. Is this on Blowfin? Now I'm going to check, is it on Blowfin? Bro, I'm not trying to get everyone in here liquidated. Like, come on. Are you trying to get everyone liquidated here? You definitely are. This is just to get your account absolutely smashed. Good one. I don't know if you're agreeing with me or not, but you are literally just going to get your account smashed if you're trading on this with leverage. Fucking hell. I want to keep everyone's account safe. But so that's why I'm sticking to the ones that I look at. But yeah. Like, the selling's easing off. This is looking good. The selling is easing off. Selling is easing off. Very, very good. You know, there's your lows. There's your highs. There's another high. Let's go down to 5. So yeah, there we go, back to this range here. It'll tell you why requirement's not met, Seacock. Just open your eyes and read the message. But yeah. The plans are clear. Hope everyone understands what I'm looking for. I will not limit order. I hate limit orders. Especially for this challenge, right? If you look, you can limit order if you have a lot of money. That's fine. But if you're trading with $1,000, what are you limit ordering for, G? Like, I will be market ordering these. Yeah, it may cost you whatever, but look, what are we trying to save? Like, if you're trading with a lot of money, yeah, you have to limit order. Because the liquidity is not there. You have to do it in stack. But if you're trading with $1,000, you can one stack it in one. Or split it into 3, whatever. You know, like, just entering a position. You can literally... Like, if you tried to buy $5 million worth of Bitcoin right here, you're going to have a problem. You won't get filled. Maybe more. Maybe a bit more than that, but I'm just using easy numbers. But if I one stack $1,000, you're going to get filled instantly. So, you don't need to limit order. But yeah, they got this nice range here forming. Maybe it could take a little lower time frame trade. Come down here, play it up, there, boom, whatever. You see. Let me go back here. Let's get this little trendy line on. Wow, very trendy. Yeah, if you want to start with 10k, yeah. I personally would always start these challenges with 10k, no problem. Just stay patient, Seacock. It might take an hour or 2. I'm on live stream anyway, so no rush. As long as it's deposited through the link, my link, then you're all good. But yeah, of course, if you start with 10k, you're gonna do very well, you know. Like, let me check this. There we go. Yeah, but okay, so yeah, like, look, Pierre here, he started with 10k, and he hit 110k in you know, in under 90 days. So, yeah, like, of course, if you're gonna start with 10k, then that's up to you. Like, there's people out, like, I've had people do these. They do very well very quickly. And that was when we were taking Mon trades. Mon. To 10 mil. Yeah. Yeah, I took it to 10 mil last week. I'm restarting again. Yeah, so basically I'm not on, like, I am on Discord, but you will not find me. Number one, I am on Discord. Number two, I will not message you on Discord. So I will not message you on Discord, and I am not taking trades on Discord. So, yeah. Like, if you just stick to @BISBTC on Twitter, and obviously I'm at BISBTC 100x here. I am changing that to soon. Done. There we go. I'm back to BISBTC on YouTube now. Done. There we go. Literally, if you refresh the page, I've gone from BISBTC 100x to now BISBTC. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. I didn't even want the 100x. Even though we do 100x's every day. No problem. So, yeah. Yes, day 2. Yeah, this was on Monad, so, like, before, Pierre, he went from, like, Pierre went from 10k to 100k in, like, a leg like this. So, yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. If you want to start with 10k, that's be my guess. If you want to start with 1k, start with 1k. It's up to you. You can start with 5k, you can start with 7k, you can start with whatever you want. But definitely not $10. $10, when it gets to $10, I say go get a job at McDonald's. Like, you work for an hour, you earn $15. You've just doubled your portfolio. How do I find tokens that are worth trading? Exactly like I'm doing here. Just watch the live streams, and they're there. What's the plan if BTC breaks up from here and front runs the liquidity? Front runs the lower the liquidity. Front runs the lower liquidity. Which 62? No problem. No problem if it does. Like, what happens, right? Like, let's say, right? You can get... This is the trouble. If you try to... Right, so let's say if price comes out here. It does this. You then chase it. You will chase price up here. People will get FOMO. You get FOMO up here, right? So you try to chase price up here. What will then happen is price will pull back into this area here. It may then come back below this. The breakout was then failed. Boom. Then it comes down into here. Maybe put some music on. What music do you want? Deep house. Let's put it on now. Deep house. What do we want? I would. Right.
We achieved ISO 42.
I'm signed in.
The industry-leading standards for.
Lovely. I never said I was placing a lie. I've already gone through that trade, Marco, earlier on. Let me try to sort this music out. Next stream, I will do it. Next stream, I'll do it, Alan. I'll have it prepared for next stream. So, yeah. I'm not 100% sure. It's never 100% sure. But this don't miss. Hype's just doing this. Watching this on Hype. Hype is the one. I didn't say I was taking a trade today. I said I found a trade. Big difference. Big difference. So yeah, I'm just watching the lower time frames. Maybe there is one here. These are shit musics. Dark techno. Okay, I'll have it next time. But yeah, this is basically what we're doing. We're watching this. So if you wanna talk in the chat box, subscribe to the channel. And as soon as you subscribe, you can talk in the chat box. And then once you've done that, check the pinned message and trade with me on Blowfin. And you can find more about that in the description below on the Telegram. So yeah, that's what we're looking for on Bitcoin, right? We just have to stay patient on this. Hype's just doing its thing. Maybe hype comes up into these highs here. We're watching this. But yeah, like imagine, right? Well, I'm on the hourly time frame. This one here. Look at that. Like, imagine what this next candle is going to do. Is it going to go up here? Probably not. Like, all the way up here. Probably not. Is this next candle going to go all the way down here? Maybe. No, I don't know. But it's a very, very small candle. We have 30 minutes to go. What's this 30-minute looking like? It's probably going to look very, very similar. It may go up and it may go down. So, yeah. But for me, I'd rather catch the leg. What slippage you use on these? Slippage. Bruv, we're on exchanges. I'm not using a decentralized exchange. So I'm not using a DEX to use slippage. These are high cap coins. I am not using a DEX. I am using Blowfin, a centralized exchange. So I do not have slippage. Here. Gold has no volatility at the moment. Moo. Another stock. Move it. %41. Does the rule apply? That question doesn't make sense, Robert. Bank. When did I look at bank? Ayo. No, because I'm not American. There's probably been some news. Let me check Twitter. Did someone really type bank has started moving? Bro, look at bank. No wonder people get liquidated. If you're looking at coins like this. I do not want to buy this shit. I'm a citizen of the world in solitude. I live in many countries. There we go. Got my BTC symbol at top stuff. So yeah, we're watching Bitcoin be very, very volatile over the 1 minute time frame. Should I just upgrade it? There we go. 1 second chart. Same shit like Hex. You get the entry you want rather than keep your fingers crossed. I have no idea what you mean. Guys, this is insane. We were on the 1 second chart. You did at least 5 to X on the last challenge. See? Biz doesn't miss. See? MSPL. Hang on. MSPL, did you ask me a question earlier? Somebody said something earlier about a Discord. Ah, no, it wasn't you. Sorry. See, there we go. Bis doesn't miss. Yeah. No, you didn't. No, I know. I just seen that. That was not you, Sunil. I've seen it now. I think. Oh, yes, it was you, Sunil. Sorry. Yes, it was. My bad. My bad. MSPL. Open up a ticket in the Discord. I want to know who you are. Don't put it in here. Don't put it in here. But there is only one Discord, Sunil. And I probably will not DM you. No, I certainly won't DM you. I do not send DMs on Discord. So, yeah. Yeah, no problem, no problem. So yeah, I will not be trading bank, whoever suggested that one. Sorry guys, this is why you get liquidated. Because I'm on the 1 second. Let's zoom out. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Sunil. I don't think that's me messaging you on Discord. But let me go back. Why is this wonky as fuck? There we go, that's better. There we go. Let's sort by volume. Let's find some more. Let's see if there's anything else that I'm missing. Let's go here. Ah, somebody said uni. Uni. Who messaged me earlier about uni? Somebody did. Uniswap. In fact, actually, I'm going to mention this about now. I'm going to speak about this. This is actually... So this is the big Ubis. This is one of the biggest problems in crypto right now. Okay? This is a large problem with crypto at the moment. Right? So we have Bitcoin here at $1.2 trillion. Then you have coins here, like Cardano. Like, Cardano is a heap of shit. How is Cardano up 24% in the last 7 days? And I've just called it a heap of shit. It is a heap of shit, but that's besides the point. Let me hit... I slam at that keyboard. Boom. That's why. Look at this. Right, this is the problem. This is the biggest problem with crypto right now. This. Coins like Cardano is still in the top 20. Like this. This is a big problem. This coin has no value. But it's still in the top 20. Like here. 15. And it's down bad. So anyone that's coming into crypto at the moment sees a coin like Cardano like this and goes, what the fuck? Like, it's still got $7 billion worth of shit in it. So, crypto is actually still technically small. Very, very small. Like, the only big one is Bitcoin. Bitcoin, ETH, and USDT. BNB is big, but it's got no volume. USDC is big. Big as well. Just combine USDT and USDC because it's basically the same. Then you've got Solana. Solana is just now done this cycle. Solana for the next cycle is going to be a lot like Ethereum. So for this cycle ahead, Solana is going to be like Ethereum. But the point here is that coins like ADA, right? People come to crypto and they just see a coin like ADA like this and go, what the fuck, I'm not buying that. And what you need to happen for a new bull market in this whole space to happen is you need a long period of time. So if you reassess, where are we now currently? We are probably in a period like this. Look at this. You come from a big down move, and then it just slowly bleeds. Slowly bleeds. Slowly bleeds. Slowly bleeds. You've come from a big down move like this. Very, very hard, very, very fast. Now you're slowly bleeding. So what it'll do is it'll pump like this. It'll go sideways, come back down to these lows. And then it'll be time for a coin like this to pump again. Ideally, I want to see a coin like these fall. I just want to see these gone. Uni and near, that's the one. This. I don't know why Why are people looking at Uni? Uniswap is a decentralized exchange. So Uniswap is a decentralized exchange from 2021. This did very well in 2021 because it got all of the volume back then. Of course, it has not done well since. You just had a disbelief rally here, and it only did a 2.5x. Now, furthering on my point, Solana is a lot like ETH, like last cycle. The big problem here with Solana is that Solana couldn't even break its old 2021 all-time high. And the problem is right now, is that it had multiple attempts. You had 2 here, and you had 1 here. And also, simultaneously on this one here, you had the President of the United States launching his own meme coin on the Solana chain. So, the only way this is going to go back up is that it just does this. And it blasts through this and just keeps going. But that's not going to happen. Unless there's a lot of time. But then it may only come to here and then die back off. If that happens, that's a big problem. So Solana is going to be a lot like ETH, right? Last cycle. So like last cycle, ETH USDT. Last cycle here, ETH did what? 2.5, 3x. 300%. And it looks exactly the same as Solana. You had this attempt at the all-time high, comes back down, boom, sell off. But as I said, ETH is just in this range. People need trust in crypto. People don't trust Solana anymore. Solana's just quick. That's it. Near is exactly the same, by the way. Near is just dead. I ain't trading this shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not looking. Like, I'm in crypto to look for coins that are here or here. Or just in this period here. Right? This period here. I don't want to see coins that are like 5 5 years old this is. And I've already had this, and then this. And then anytime this pumps, it just gets the bleed smack back down. So next cycle, we probably only come to $3, $4, $5 in this area. So, let me have a look at this one. MSPL. Ah, you mean that person in the chat? I don't know. It wasn't me asking for you, it was somebody above. Now, you can scroll back on the live stream. Like, he done 5x. So, you know, it does well. And, of course, it's going to be... I'll do it exactly the same. No problem. Cash Cat. I'm choosing the deck screener here because it is got more data. Why don't you just re-ask the question? Yeah, thanks, MSPL. Thanks. I always trade like this. I will look for more trades than last time. Like, I'm going to be a bit more lower time frame entry, and I'll be far more aggressive. So last time, I wasn't that aggressive. So, you know, like, if I find a move like Mon or Hype, like I just did last time, multiple. That's how, like, Pierre did 100k, is how many people did, like, 100k. You know, I do it very similar. Yeah, Cash Cap. Ah, shit. So, yeah, I'm on the deck screen. I just said I was on the deck screen. I forgot to show the screen. So I'm flicking between the two. But, yeah, I chose the deck screener here because, yeah, maybe there's one on here. Now this is on Blowfin, I'll trade this. Yeah, we'll see. This has still got some volume. But obviously, checking the 5 minute. Maybe there'll be some over there. But yeah. But some things are shaping up very, very nicely. Things are shaping up nicely. I'm going to take some trades. And this is what people do. People will sleep on it. Then what will happen is people will sleep on it. They forget about it. Then I come back. I smack a few trades. Back up to 5, 10k. Then they want to come back. And then I go back into patient mode. This is why people always lose in these markets. It's not complicated. Look, we're 24 hours in. Some nice trades setting up nicely. My main aim is to get away. MSPL did it last time. Made 5x. Lovely jobly. You know, trying to get away from our initial balance as quickly as possible. Yeah, so will the trades be different for 1k and 10k? What do you mean? I'm doing a 1K to $1 million challenge. I said last time I'm going from 1K to 10K. But people just take exactly the same trades. I post a trade I'm looking to take, you take it. It's very simple. It's not complicated. Guys, keep things simple. Exactly like Alan said, keep it simple. Chill, chill, chill. Like like what happened is that people get bored, so they try to take their own trades, then they get liquidated. Like somebody in here said, I'm down $1,000 earlier. Like, what are you doing? There we go. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Now we're getting that. As I was talking about earlier. Lovely, lovely. What are your trading hours in UK time? Crypto doesn't sleep, bruv. Crypto never sleeps, so I always check my phone. I just stream at the same time, so most people turn up at the same time. And this stream's a little bit longer today, because I'm doing a bit of this. But when the trade is there, then boom, we hammer it. I'll be 2 seconds. Stay in. Write some questions. Right, we're back. Yeah, but I do. If I start with 10K, I just take the same trade. Yes, exactly. That's... Can you still hear me? Yes, take exactly the same trade. Done, no problem. That's what everyone else did last time. With the Telegram calls. Yeah, the Telegram calls will be at any time. They will be at any time. If the chart... Look, this is the thing. So here we go. Anyone talking about sessions? Somebody mentioned this yesterday. Yeah, New York. These sessions do not matter. Like, okay. So we come here. No, we don't work off that. It doesn't matter. And if I start with 1K and make double leverage, what does that double leveraged mean? So here, the big move here was in London. This is not even a big move, but the point is simple. London, right? You come across. London, dead, flat. Tokyo. Now it's weekend. London, big move. New York, also kind of semi-big move. Like, this is crypto. It doesn't matter the time zone. Look, the biggest move, New York. Like, what is this? London, New York. Doesn't even matter. You do what you want, Djan. Like, you know? Like, if you want to use double X leverage, no problem. I haven't got a problem with that. That's your choice. If you make a mistake, then there's no crying in the casino. London big here. Tokyo also big. Tokyo big here. Tokyo was all of this move here, pretty much. Tokyo, large move. You know, so like sometimes it's New York, sometimes it's London, sometimes it's whenever. So calls are going to happen at any time. This is crypto. Crypto never sleeps. Look, at London. Look, boom, no, Tokyo. This is all dead. Quiet. Tokyo, big move. New York, big move. London, smaller. Yeah, exactly, Sunil. This New York, big. Look, New York's big. The rest of them, small. This is crypto. Crypto is open 24/7. Just at the weekends, it's dead. Look at this, weekend dead. So I will not be live streaming on weekends. I will not be live streaming on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I will not be live streaming. Weekend, dead. Weekend, dead. No volatility. Weekend, all you do is get a scam dump, then it turns into a pump. So if you get a move on the weekend, it is usually the opposite. So weekend dump leads to a weak pump. Weekend pump leads to a big dump before the pump. You know? So I don't trust weekend moves. Pump, pump again, dump. I don't know. Like, but most of the time, so with trading, I work on probabilities. Yeah, sure, you can probably find 1 or 2 big moves over the weekend. Boom, big move a weekend, right? That's out of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weekends. Nah, whatever. Like, you can find 1 or 2 of them out of 7 weekends. So does that mean I trade every weekend? No, it means the opposite. I don't trade weekends because 1 in 7. Like, if you're gonna go to the casino, I'm willing to try to be awake the similar hours. Yeah, but I change time zones every other month. Some months I'm in Europe. Some months I'm in Asia. Some months I'm in the Middle East. So don't try to copy me. All you have to do is drink 8 coffees a day. This is why I've got one here. I've already finished it. You drink 8 coffees a day. You do not sleep. And that's it. I've never been to Amsterdam. But yeah, now look, this is exactly what I was saying. I didn't push up as I thought. I don't smoke. Look at this. Boom. Exactly as I predicted. Look at that. Bis don't miss. Maybe I'll see. Look. LVKAGK. Love cack. Right? I will trade how I normally trade. Okay. SNDK. Hyper's pulling back. Exactly as predicted. Boom. SNDK. But yeah, I don't smoke, so. Will I post in the thing? Who said SNDK is taken off? Bro, it's not even moved. Will I post in the thing? Yes, right. So basically, love cack. How this will work, right? Most of the time, I'm going to pick a higher time. Right, guys. Too many people will cry. There's no crying in the casino. But what's going to happen is I'm going to pick a higher time frame move. Once I pick the higher time frame move, most of the time, you have to wait for the higher time frame move. Then once that higher time frame move comes in, I can post it in the Telegram. And then once it's in the Telegram, we can wait for the higher time frame move like this here. I'm not going to just smack blindly take this. Exactly how I explained at the beginning of the stream. But that's how we do it. Then, once the trade comes in, we move in the lower time frame and take the trade there. If you cannot manage it on the lower time frame, some people can't, just take it on the higher time frame. MSPL, back me up here. You did the 5x on this last time. You know this shit works. I know this shit works. I've already created many millionaires and 6-figure earners out of this system, so I know it works. Do I have a set rule of marking support and resistance lines using wicks, bars? Yes. My support and resistance system uses two things. Does it move price away in time? Yes or no, it should do. Or distance. That's it. So price moves away in, like, if you want to pick the best SR level, it moves price away in both time and distance. That's it. So that's where I pick my SR levels. As I said here, like, this is a wick technically on some time frames. It confused me. Yes. Cool. But look, that is exactly the point. Yeah, well, MSPL. Sorry, MSPL. Yeah, exactly that. Even you missed the first trade, but you got the hang of it. But your P&L still went up 5x. That's how good this shit is. So, people are gonna miss trades. Is it inevitable? Ah, calm, calm, calm. I know who you are now. Nice one. Yes. I've seen it anyway. That's fine, no problem. LV. Gigak. But yeah. Hype pulling back. BTC pulling back exactly as predicted. Somebody said to me, what happens if BTC breaks out? It's not, bruv. Guys, Biz doesn't miss. Yeah, John, don't worry. I live in Asia as well. I'm further east than Thailand. Sometimes. Half of this year I've already been east further. In Bali, most of the time. Or Dubai, innit? Cool, guys. So basically that's that, I think. Well, you want to come in the Ferrari, G? If we're in the same country as my inner circle, then yeah, sure. Inner circle is different. But yeah, for me on the big moves, I think I want to start this challenge off with a big move. You know, I can take trades. My priority is going to be the VIP Telegram, of course. The inner circle is just my one-on-one mentorship. Like, we will jump on, like, calls fuck off, fly. There's a fucking fly. But yeah. I make it as clear as possible. Come down to the midpoint. Now we're in the midpoint of this range here. So if I get this high, smack it down to the low. Look at where we bounced into this midpoint here, bouncing off of the midpoint. Bouncing off the midpoint here. But it's all lower time frame price action. It's going to be very, very choppy inside these ranges. They always are. In your last challenge, what was the time frame? 1k to 1 mil. So I've actually never taken these challenges to 1 mil. Many people before, like there's one guy, he did 1k to 100k in 42 days. That's what happened. I've only done to 100k before. So one guy, 1k to 100k in 42 days. I don't do many of these, so you know, and this is gonna be the last small one I ever do. This is gonna be the last small one I ever do. And then earlier on, someone went from 10k to 110k. Bro, you motherfuckers remember everything. But yeah, I have. I don't really look. The charity work is private. I don't really talk about it, but yeah. $0.99 more, yes. Big trade, 99¢. I added it. Trying to get a cheat, an advantage. Ah, my bad, not 42 days. Yeah. Boom, there we go. Yeah. 3 to 4 months. There you go. 1 to 100k challenge, 3 to 4 months. So yeah, usually people will complete them in 3 to 4 months. And then went on to make 7 figures in a year. But yeah. It all depends on market conditions as well. Like, let's say, like hype here, right? I do want it lower, but it's on the 3 minute. Like, you can buy hype here, but the thing is with these challenges, right? I can buy hype here, no problem. Not a problem. But what happens is you have to allow yourself to have this kind of drawdown. And if you're taking trades on the challenge, right, with higher amounts of risk, I'm using higher amounts of risk. Usually with the leverage, especially on this challenge. So I need to be more precise. So for me to get away from my initial starting balance, I need to be very, very precise here. Okay? Before then the move higher. But if I buy here, I have to allow myself to have a wider stop loss and a smaller risk to reward ratio. So I have to wait. No problem. So last time, right, we had multiple moves. As I already explained, like this one, where Pierre went from 10k to 100k, was like a move like this. It's only a 2-3x here, like 2.5, 3x, depending on where you bought and sold. We sold here. You know, like, that's where you just compound, but using the legs. And then you had Mon as well, multiple others. So yeah. But Mon is dead now. Like this. So yeah, guys, if you want to trade with me, check the description below. Let me go back. SNDK. So funny watching stocks move like shitters. What I would really like to see, right? Maybe come out, break out. People think the trend is done. It comes back down, comes out, takes that low. Maybe then that's where we get a position here up into these highs. That would be very, very nice. That would be. Then it would look something like this. Here, stop loss below the low. Yes, thanks MLSP. I will try to post more trading setups this time, because obviously I'm here on the 1 minute shit, so like I'm literally looking at this on the 1 minute, so maybe there'll be one. Like let's say here, for example, like Bitcoin, like does this, like as I said, if it poked above like I spoke about earlier, like this, come out, took that high, maybe you can enter a position there, then a second one there to the lows, but it didn't do that, so no trade. Yeah, the reason being as well is no, like the number one rule, right, is to not lose money. If you don't lose money, you make money by default. That's the super powerful thing in these markets. But most people lose money because they're trying to make money. That's not how I go about it. I go about it by protecting the capital first. You protect the capital, and then if you protect the capital, you have all of the upside, no problem. Boom. So yeah, this is what we're looking for. In Australia, always awake. But really, all I want, BTC USD. Like, at the end of the day. Let's go. I'm going to clear this one up. This one's pretty clear. Like that. Like that. Like that is rough. Like if we just clean this up really at the end of the day, this is the main move. I really, you know what is actually quite fascinating as well? I think there we go. And once we break out of this, right, this here is a very inefficient move. There. That's why I would love. I would really like to buy down in this, but this. There. Here. Let me draw this one out. Someone down here. Get the coordinates, visibility. Let's make some pretty pictures. Boom. Okay, down here. And then higher. Something like this, hopefully. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, you can. Yeah, like, you can start with whatever you want. Obviously, you're not gonna, like, copy one-to-one every single time. Like, what happens is some people make more on some people make less on the others. But eventually you average out, and as long as you go from wherever you started and you hit a higher balance, that's all that matters. So there really isn't a lot of volatility today on Bitcoin. Go to the 5-minute time frame and there's not really a lot going on. It's just stuck in that 5-minute range as I was explaining about earlier there, and then there. And really, if I wanted to go short, I would have wanted to see a spike above and get back below. Very similar to this situation here, where we poked above here, got back below, big sell off there. Okay, something like that, like here, would have been a trade like this, down to the other side. Yeah, I know, I understand that we, let me go on the 1 minute now. Like, I understand that we had this range here. This one, we did come and take out this high and then we had a drop off, but, you know. I like it, especially as it's the first trade. I would like to stay away from my initial balance as far as possible. And then get that move. So if we had like a bit of a harder spike up, right, like this, or a lower high, right, because these patterns always play out very, very similar. So you have this, but you get a lower high here, and then it gets below. So then I would have taken something like that. But obviously we haven't had that on stream today. I've been on stream now since here. So yeah. So guys, obviously, if you want to trade on the exact same exchange as me, check the chat now. And then follow the steps in the pinned message, in the Telegram, in the description below, and then we can move forward from there. But that's what I'm looking for on crypto right now. So yeah. Hype. Oh yeah. That's what we like to see. It's been a while since I've been on this. It's good for me. Coming down now, coming down. But yeah, when the time is there. Woo-hoo. When hype lines up, I'll look at taking the trade. So yeah. Is it the case if you start with 500? Yeah, if you execute everything cleanly, of course. Some people get more, like some people do more, some people do less. It just depends on the person. Some people, let's say your 500 hits 50k. Some people, for some people, fucking hell, I can't even speak. Where's my English gone? For some people, 50k is a lot. So when they hit 50k, they get nervous, like risking any money in the market. Then they want to take profits, etc., etc. No, it's fine. I understand. But so it all depends on you as an individual. If you go from 500 to 50k or 50k to 100k, but then you want to take out 50k, then you're going to have to be a very different position than I would be, you know? So it all depends on... it's simple maths like that, but obviously things get in the way. So yeah, don't forget to like this stream. Like this stream. We'll aim to do another couple this week, baby. Exactly. Just don't tell her about your account. Just tell her Louis Vuitton have sold out. Yeah. Especially if it, say, plays out over the next, say, 3 months. Definitely. Things will get in the way. But if you turn up, put in the work, then yeah, definitely you make money. You can always say Louis Vuitton ran out of leather this month. We have to go to Temu instead. Then better start with 2K. But yeah, price is pulling back. Lovely, lovely. I think the thing is... Or a new wife. You can just buy a new wife. I think the thing is as well is that people underestimate the time the stuff that you do in a week. They underestimate, but over say like 2, 3, 4 months, then they like underestimate. That's it. So like one week people think that you should be at like 100k already, but then like after 2, 3 months they underestimate. So it's all about time frames and perspectives. But yeah, we do 10 mil. And if you start at 10 mil, you hit 1 billion, and then we'll be richer than Musk. But yeah, for me, the main thing is waiting for the higher time frame levels like this, right? So once like the main thing is once we get these levels or where the higher time frame plays, and then we get part of the higher time frame leg, right? So right now, as I said, we've broken out of this range. Every single dip and every single sweep on the way up like this, like a big leg like this, you can then just take. For example, right, let's say, let me scroll across. This is going to be my last main point. So once we know the direction, even if the direction is like a smaller leg like this, that's fine. But what I'm saying is like this, right? 15 minutes. Fuck it, I'll do 15. I can't. I don't want to go back again. But like 10 but the point is like, let's say if we're here, right, we're on a move like this, up, you know, what you look for is just sweeps like this. You know the higher time frame move is up. What you look for is just sweeps like this. Sweeps like that. Do your buying in this area. If it comes back down again and gets back above, you can just retake the trade and you know, you catch the leg like this, and then you get the big moves like that with a very, very tight stop loss. And then you do the same again here. Look, exactly the same pattern. You create the initial low. The initial low is created. You come back below, gets back above. You get a bit of chop in this one, but it doesn't really matter. Look at this range here, and then it goes again. So each time you just run the same pattern for the leg up. And then you run it again here, look. There, into these lows, you run the same pattern again, run it all the way up. Yeah, I'm very patient until I see what I want to see, and then we run this shit up because I know what I want to see. That's why I'm patient, because they don't know what to do when they see what they want to see, or they don't even know what they want to see to do what they want to do. So you have to be patient to know what you want to see, And then when you see that position, boom, smash it. It's only been a day anyway, so no problem. It's literally been 24 hours since the start. Let me check. What's Hype doing now? Yeah, doing whatever. So yeah, that's it, guys. I'll probably maybe come back tomorrow. We'll see. I've been on here for 2 hours now. So yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. So subscribe so you can chat in the next one. Then head to the description below. Check the pinned post in the Telegram. Sign up. And then we can run it up. So that's it for this one today, guys. I'll see you all later.